Hi friends, today I want to share my Mercy Stadium build that I have been really enjoying, and I feel like I've been getting a lot of value out of it. I am playing on a alt account in this video since my main account has really long queue times and I really can't be bothered waiting 20 plus minutes for a game. And for reference, both these accounts are basically the same quote-unquote rank, but this account has more than half the amount of queue time. Like less, I don't think I said that right, but it has a much shorter queue time than my main. They are rolling out a fix though, so I hope that that will improve it. So first round, I always get Threads of Fate. Doesn't matter what's happening, I always get Threads of Fate. And weapon power, attack speed, and armor. I have tried the shield one, but I much prefer the armor one. I feel like it just gives more tankiness. And if there's one thing that I've learned from playing, that it's better to be harder to kill than getting something maybe like lifesteal or something. I feel like it only really works well maybe on like Moira or Junker Queen, but that comes more from ability power than anything else.
I don't tolerate defeat. Get on the attack.
But I am a big believer in armor or some sort of survival item, but I'm more towards the armor than anything else. You can try to build a full damage, but I always say that if you are not like killing anything or you're dying before you can do any damage, then it might be a good idea to sacrifice some damage for survivability. I always get really confused by clone Kiriko. Even when I am playing Kiriko, I'm like, what the heck? Who died? It's just the fake. I damage boost when I can, but since there's a lot of damage going out a lot of the time, I find myself healing a little more than damage boosting, but to me there is a difference between helping your team and heal botting. So I heard someone say that heal botting is when you're healing someone who's already full health. Healing someone who needs healing is not heal botting, that is helping your team. Plus, I personally don't like playing full pocket Mercy, and I feel like it just doesn't work super well when you're solo Q anyways. So I just try to focus on other things. Plus, damage boosting only really works when people are doing damage. And sometimes people aren't doing damage, and that is okay.
Let the Kitsune guide you! My senses are sharp.
But if there's one person that I don't really want to die, it's our diva, and I definitely don't want her to be demeched either. Our Kiri was pretty good at keeping her in her mech so that I could kind of help bring her back up to full. Because I do like to focus on the DPS. That bomb almost killed me. I didn't think it was gonna do that much damage, but sometimes it's hard still to figure out how much damage that thing's gonna do. I've seen videos about the indicator, and I feel like I've never seen the indicator change color. I've tried to look for it, maybe I'm not like in a good position, but I've even been like behind walls and it's still just always yellow. I don't know if it's because I have my UI a different color or what, but and overtime can be scary and stressful, but I think it's really important to just try not to die. Because they kind of have a better advantage in this particular clip, video, what have you, because they are closer to the point with their spawn than we are to our spawn. So they have the advantage, and plus also over time you do not have wave respawn. You respawn with, is it 14 seconds? I can't remember the timer for respawning, but it's very important that you don't die. And I'm just trying to stay back and keep it up. Because I will argue that a DPS is expendable, but a tank and supports are not. Which is why I rezzed Kiri. Plus also, Soldier can run back. He can sprint. I didn't realize Soldier died in the kill feed. I just saw him say "buh" in match chat, and I'm like, it's probably not a good thing to say, and then realized that he died. I honestly don't res a whole lot in this, which is why I don't go the res build, because I feel like the reses usually never help a lot of the time. Either I die while I'm rezzing, or I res and everyone else dies, and then we're just kind of staggered. I was very surprised that we took that round.
You can really tell who the playmakers are. Coming up next, time to face off in control. The teams are gearing up.
And I always keep my little baby armor, and I rush Amari's antidote. As soon as I can buy it, I buy it. And then I just buy whatever other weapon powers that I can afford. And I
Only
usually
20 seconds
don't
left until we kick this
type a lot
round
in
off.
chat at all. But for some reason, this game, I felt very chatty. The diva was pretty nice. She was basically the only person saying anything.
Almost up.
And I never joined team chat because I cannot listen to people's voices that I don't know in game.
2, 1.
It really messes with my mental and it makes me play worse. I wish that wasn't the case, but it is what it is. And there are pings in the game, and I feel like pinging is really useful, especially if you're playing Solo Q and you don't want to talk. I usually notice a lot of flankers. I have my sound settings so I can hear sound effects more than I can hear anything else, basically. And I've turned other things down, but it's really helped with my awareness. So I was tired of Junkrats falling on my head. That's why I changed it, to be honest. Not the Junkrats in this game mode, but that was the initial reason that I did that. I also really dislike this map. I feel like most of the time I lose this map. It's really awkward, plus the Ash Dynamite was really getting on my nerves.
Tactical visor activated.
Almost died to the squish. I'm surprised she didn't go after me, but...
Looks like this round is a loss, but they'll be sure to bring it back. The score is 1.
I'm fine
Intense
with
competition this round.
losing certain rounds. I think if you can just win one,
Coming up,
it can make all the
teams are
difference.
facing off in clash.
I've had so many games where we only win one round, but if we can make it to the 5th round, which usually is what happens when you don't get mercy ruled and you win one round,
Time for the
things
team to
really change. And I always get Crepuscular Circle next. I know some people don't like getting it, but I feel like I get my ults often enough that it helps. And I like to use it more aggressively than passively. I definitely pull my pistol out. And I took the weapon range
Another round down, and it's safe to
item.
say the
I
teams
don't
are
take
in the
it
zone.
often, but I was hoping to avoid the Ash Dynamites a little more, and Diva as well. Though this is kind of an awkward map for range anyways, but I thought I would give it a chance, or a try. I use it sometimes, but most of the time I don't.
The time for preparations is almost up.
And I will keep a small baby armor until I can afford Ogundimu reduction field. I feel like it does enough, and I'm fairly confident in getting away and running away most of the time. If that is not the case, I sometimes take the 100 armor, health and 200 armor, or I just get the Guardian Angel cooldown one. I cannot remember the name of it, so you have to forgive me, but it is the purple one where it makes your cooldown like 1 second.
It's a pleasure to collaborate, Dr. The light embraces you.
They lost that point. They'll need to pull back to objective C.
But I feel like the only times I really do that is if there are a lot of flankers, like Reaper. The Reaper guy really hurts my feelings. But I feel like I don't see them as often. I do have a little bit of a bad habit of kind of staggering myself and my teammates, even though it was pretty important that one of us survived there, because I was hoping if I saved May that she could be the one to touch point, because I don't think anyone else would have been able to, except for me, and I don't really want to be the one touching point unless I have ults, and I do not have ults.
Now's the time for our teams to work out their strategies.
The Diva was really gassing me up and stuff, but if it weren't for the Kiri Suzus and her TPing to Diva, I probably wouldn't have been able to help get her back to full health. But I wasn't really thinking about that, but or Kiri was doing work as well. Just my stats are easier to stack, in my opinion, because I don't really have to aim, and I can just sit in the back. And the Diva was very nice about the Ashe. The Ashe was causing a lot of problems for us, and I just nicely asked her to eat the dynamite.
We're running out of time. Move quickly.
Because her being dead doesn't super matter, in my opinion. It's mostly just kind of shutting down her dynamites, because she was definitely going dynamite burn build, so, and that was kind of what was causing us to take so much damage all the time. And it also doesn't help that the Moira has that like anti-heal debuff stuff. Actually, I think so does the, or maybe it was the Juno. One of them did, and it was very, very sad. I mean, I love that ability thing I get all the time on Moira, but it does feel a little bad. But it's not as bad as actual, like, anti, so. And this is the one I think I did switch out my armor for Open Demu reduction field. I want to make sure that I stay alive and I don't have to rely too much on my second support. I don't want my support babysitting me or feeling like they need to babysit me. And here comes a moment where I should have just run away or let myself die. I do have a little bit of a bounty, but if you can't get out, you can't get out. And again, we are in overtime, and as I said before, it's very important that you group up and not panic. So you only have to kill them once. Yes, sometimes I'm not actually hitting things when I'm pistoling, but I like to think that I am instilling fear in their hearts.
Some intense competition this round. Up next, get ready for control.
I do think it's worth it because I think being able to damage boost and heal at the same time without looking at people, it's pretty good. And then round 5, I always get triage, which allows you to heal people below 50% health faster when you use Guardian Angel on them. And for this to work to its fullest potential, you have to get the purple ability mercy specific item where you have Guardian Angel speed, and anytime you use jump or crouch, it makes the cooldown 1 second. And then it's basically just up to you what weapon power items you want to pick. With Amari's Antidote as well as Triage, you can basically burst heal people who are really low.
Only 20 seconds left until we kick this round off. The armory is closing shortly.
For a little bit, I used to avoid doing battle mercy things, but I've been doing it more, and it has been working for me. I only battle mercy during my ult, though. And I don't necessarily try to kill people, I just try to do damage. And we've almost capped the point, and I already have bullets. I was playing a game the other day, and it was round 7, mind you, and the enemy Kiriko had ult really quick. She probably took that one where she can, what's the word? Like, you get 25% more ult charge at the start of the round or something. Restart with ult charge. Plus, you can get a lot of full charge from healing and doing damage anyways, since you do have a lot of weapon power or whatever you build.
Let the Kitsune guide you!
Tactical visor activated.
I see an enemy! I'm here to support!
The round is in the bag. Here's our score. 3-2. You can really tell who the playmakers are. Coming up, get ready for chaos in Clash. What tactics will the teams come up with this round?
And at this point, I feel like you can just get whatever the heck you want. I like going attack speed just so it seems more scary when I battle Mercy. Plus it does help with healing and stuff too. But I think it's funny listening to my gun sound like an assault rifle.
Only 20 seconds left until we kick this round off.
And if you are really struggling to stay alive, you could get Divine Intervention. I like that one as a survival item. You could get Martian Mender, where you have cooldown reduction, but you also heal like 3% of your life every second or something. Or you could also get... there is a weapon power item that actually gives you weapon power and armor. It's only 10 weapon power or something, but I think it's 25 armor. People think that armor doesn't help, but I've had a lot of people who don't believe me when I say that, and then they get armor and then they don't die. So I don't want to say that I'm right, but I feel like I'm right. And I was trying to get my team to kind of back off here, but I did manage to get Diva out, at least, and her back in mech.
They lost the objective. Now falling back to objective C.
Enhancing your strength.
10 seconds until the objectives are locked.
Let me take a look. Heroes never die.
The objectives are mine.
Tactical visor activated.
I think I would have died either way there. Because in the moment I was like, oh, maybe I should have just stayed hidden, but the Juno was coming for me anyways, so I feel like I would have died either way. Probably.
Guide you. Activating self-destruct sequence.
I'll run you over.
Booting up. Damage intensified.
We're advancing to objective B.
There they are. Get ready.
The objective goes live in 10. That's gonna hurt. The objective's open.
Heroes never die.
Bionic healing ready for use.
Let's get you back in the fight. Don't move. Heroes never die. Got one here. Do something. Self-destruct sequence. Feeling more powerful? Appreciate it. I'm here to support.
That's enough of that.
Mobilizing. Enemy
Visor
spotted.
activated.
And that is my Mercy Stadium build that I build every time. Sometimes I switch it up and then I immediately dislike it. So if you play Mercy and you play Solo Q and you don't really trust your DPS to do damage and you don't want to rely on your second support too much, I think this build works pretty well.
I've got you in my sights.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Stay safe.